House Republicans are continuing to grow more and more frustrated at Representative James Comer for failing to find evidence that would lead to the impeachment of President Joe Biden. According to a recent report in CNN, the prospect of their inquiry not culminating in impeachment has prompted some internal frustration among Republicans, with finger-pointing already underway in GOP circles about what went wrong and who is to blame, even as the Republican-led committees continue to push on with their probe. Okay, I love it. The finger pointing, the infighting, let him fight. Let him fight. So good. Now, talking about who to blame, some of the ire, according to the report, has been directed at House Oversight Chairman James Comer, who has spearheaded the investigation into Biden family business records. Now, here's the thing. It's not the fact that Comer hasn't been looking for evidence. He's been looking. He's gotten all this, all these records, these bank statements, things like that. Problem is that the stuff that he's looking for doesn't exist. Joe Biden has been a politician for a very, very long time. Okay? He's not an idiot. He's not going to take illegal foreign bribes. Okay? Now, when it comes to legal domestic cash, completely different issue, okay? There's a reason that Joe Biden was dubbed the senator from MBNA, okay? When he was in Congress, he served the finance industry. He served them very, very well. He helped deregulate the banks and made it harder, if not impossible, to escape credit card and student loan debt, okay? That's what Joe Biden did. And look, Joe Biden served in Delaware, okay? Delaware happens to be a corporate paradise, and Biden made sure to protect that when he was in Congress. And he made tons of cash from it ultimately becoming a millionaire from book sales and speaking fees related to his work in Congress, okay? As much as I don't like this, okay, as much as you can criticize Joe Biden's record on serving corporations, none of it is illegal in our system. Okay, maybe someday we could change that, but right now, perfectly legal to take take corporate money and to serve them in Congress while screwing over the average American worker. All right. Now, getting back to Comer, you cannot find evidence of foreign bribes because they don't exist. Okay, and Republicans don't want people to look at how Congress serves corporate America because guess what? That's who they also serve. All right. So that's why almost 24 Republicans would vote against impeachment at the present time, because there's just no evidence here. These are people that say, well, we've got to have something, anything. And if we don't, we're going to look really, really stupid. Yes, going to look really, really stupid. As if, they don't think that they look stupid right now. But again, there would be the issue of projection, right? So they accuse Democrats of doing a political, partisan witch hunt against Donald Trump when they impeached him twice, by the way. And they don't want to be accused of the same thing. Okay? Now, they admit that they've seen nothing that warrants this impeachment. Even Representative Scott Perry, the guy who helped in the plot to overturn the 2020 election, is like, yeah, I don't know. Quote, I don't know that the case has been made adequately to the American people to impeach Biden. But when you lose Scott Perry, GOP Representative Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania also told CNN, I have seen nothing. I really see nothing. I know what people say, and I watch the news. And that was in response to a question if any evidence uncovered by the committees rose to the level of impeachment. So, yeah. Another swing district Republican Representative Mike Garcia of California, who is waiting to see what the committee produces before making his final judgment. Oh, so he's like I'm going to see what they come up with. Great. He told CNN that when the committee chairs leading the investigation presented to a subsection at the conference this week, that they gave each updates on their work, but none said explicitly that they had evidence of any impeachable offense. So they have regular updates, regular meetings, and every one of them is like, I didn't find nothing yet, but we're gonna. I swear we're gonna find something. We're combing through the records, fine tooth comb. Okay, finding. And in the words of Tim Russ from Spaceballs, we ain't find shit. There's more. Representative Dan Newhouse of Washington State said, quote, "Nobody is talking about this," meaning average workers. They're not like, oh yeah, we totally need to impeach Biden. Woo, high crimes, misdemeanors. Another swing district Republican, David Valadao, California, said, "I spend zero time on this." Not really a priority for the American people. I know, right? But it actually gets worse when you ask about it behind the scenes, CNN did. One Republican insider told CNN, quote, "You'd be hard-pressed to say that it's going well. It's a jumbled mess." Another Republican lawmaker said of the Biden impeachment inquiry, said, "I don't think it goes anywhere." Another source said, "The window to impeach is rapidly closing." In this case, it's already closed, it's locked and barred over. Okay? There is no way forward on this that doesn't make Republicans look bad. Simple as that. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not going to try to throw a rock through that window and go for it anyway. The problem with that, of course, is when you smash a window open and try to crawl through it, you are more likely to hurt yourself on the way through. And that's exactly what's going to happen if Republicans get desperate enough to hit the button on impeachment.